The Pebble Steel smartwatch was announced at CES 2014 and released in February 2014. It was the successor to the original Pebble and a predecessor to the Pebble Time and Pebble Time Steel. Has the Pebble Steel take away the geeky feel once and for all for smartwatches? And has it made smartwatches relevant again? Let's find out. Hey everyone, welcome to the review of the Pebble Steel smartwatch, which is, as I've got to say, one of the best smartwatches I've ever had. I found this old crappy sporty one when you really press a button and it lights up in colour and everything. That was cool, but for move times I've got to have this watch which will assist me in my day-to-day life. Now let's first go to the hardware. This is small. This is like a 1-inch screen, and let me tell you, 1-inch e-paper screen, and let me tell you something, the screen is crystal clear. Never had any problems or squinting issues with it, even though the size of the screen. This screen is really nice, and you gotta appreciate to see it. Also, different watch with it. Also, the thickness is good. Uses a unique charging MagSafe. I call it MagSafe because it's magnetic charging, so you can throw it in water. Because with regular chargers, it usually get. I don't know what the word is, but I think the word is usually get shocked by it. Because you know, with a regular iPhone charger, if the charger gets exposed, you're screwed. Anyway, let's go for the pros now. I haven't really talked about much the hardware. It's like a 6 MHz processor, and it uses like 512 kilobytes of RAM. I don't know about the RAM, but I'll put it on here if you want. I'll put it like in text if you're wondering, like how I did with my Galaxy Tab review. So anyway, what are the pros? The pros are that you can view text messages, view your email text messages, and you can be notified when the phone call comes. You cannot take calls from this, cause like the Samsung Gear. Sorry about that. That was my phone notifying me about something. And also if you and also with iOS, wait, that's the con. Sorry. And yeah, you can notify, and you can also be notified when you get a call. Only when you get a call. If you want to receive it, you have to get your phone out and continue there. Let me show you an example of that. So, it always wanted to be a B-roll, but you can be notified when you get a text message. Yeah, that's just a sample test notifications thing on the Pebble iPhone app, which is really nice, and I'll say that soon. You can be notified when you get an email. And yeah, you can scroll through it like pressing the down button. And you can be notified when you get a phone call. This is not a real call, it's just a text, as I just said. And this phone number is not real. So yeah, but the thing is, you cannot answer a call. That's more because of the lack of microphone and stuff. But you can still answer. And the vibration notifies me instantly. It's really good. Also, and now let's go for another pro. Bring the Pebble out because it's talks to the App Store. The App Store. Let me just turn down my brightness for a bit, so you can see better, because you know brightness can affect focus. The App Store is really nice. The App Store is really, the normal Pebble app is really nice. Think of it as you know, your little iOS home menu thing. Actually, think of it as like a utility thing. You know, remove apps, like an app manager. It has an app manager for your Pebble, and watch face manager, because it also includes my default watch face, which is DOS. So if you have a Pebble or Pebble Steel, or even a Pebble Time, if it still supports it, you should get it. So let's go to get at. So as you can see, it has a built-in app store, which is good for the people who want apps on it. Because this is a smartwatch. This is not just, you know, your regular watch where you can just tell time. This is a smartwatch, and you can do whatever you like on it. As you can see, you get any kind of app on it, and it's universal, which means it's universal, which means you don't get an Australian version or something. I mean, it's good for some cases, but bad because if there's the same company name of the company that you used to, you might not get it right. So yeah, this is a watch face and app store, and if you just go and watch faces, they are all from the same server. This is completely open source. I don't believe you have to pay if you want to code and build apps. Anyway, another pro is the battery life. I remember charging it on Sunday and being able to recharge it Sunday after. Has 1 week battery life. 1 week battery life. So like 6 to 7 days, 5 to 7 days is what I'll say. This is a good thing because, you know, you don't want to charge your watch like every night. Now, don't get me wrong guys, I like Android Wear, but I prefer to Pebble because it's like more of a universal thing, so if you switch to an Android, you can grab your smartwatch. So yeah, 5 to 7 day battery life, good thing to do because, you know, batteries usually never last long as they own a phone. On a daily use, I'm currently up to, what am I up to? I'm up to 13% on my iOS device, and that was after a day. But this, let's see the percentage on it so far. On this good app called Battery Leak, if you want to know what your percentage is. It's on 80%, and it was charged last night. This is a big deal because usually stuff won't last long. Unless it's on an old Nokia, because I remember stuff saying like that same battery life, I don't know. That's a good pro. Another good pro is how you can change your another big pro, no that's pro, whoops, another big pro is how it's part of atmosphere water resistant. Now the thing is that the unit itself, not the wristband, is water resistant. The wristband is not water resistant because it's leather and you're not having to put leather in water, but the unit itself, the Pebble, just pretend the wristband's not there. Now the unit itself is water resistant. This is good because, you know, if you have a shower, you know, you don't want to bother, you know, to take your watch off for it. I still do because it's the leather thing, and it's water resistant up to 5 atmospheres, which is really nice. Now, it's much, and oh yeah, and now let's talk about the cons because there are a few cons. Now, one of the cons is the limited app spots. It's like, I know they offer this in the Pebble Time, and Pebble Time still, but 8 slots usually isn't much. I mean, I know how much, I know I have to cut back in spaces, but come on, unlimit our little thingies, like, unlimit our app limitations. And now, another limit is the watch band. You cannot get a regular watch band, so like, you cannot get, you know, one of those regular watch bands for a regular watch. So that's another downside because you want to, you know, get a regular watch band and everything. So yeah, that's another downside. Let me see what else is there. One minute. One other downside is that, you know, sometimes it reboots randomly. It happens occasionally, but annoys me. And one major downside is that if you have an iOS, I think it's iOS 8 which supports it, but I have an iPhone 4, but I'm just going to upgrade to an Android phone soon. It's like, if you have iOS 7, it'll only notify you about text, calls, and emails. That's about it. So if an Android, it'll notify you about Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and everything else, I think. And also, there's like another con is that some apps require Android only. There's no iOS variant because of how limited Apple's ecosystem is. But the Pebble is a very good device. Overall, I think the Pebble Steel smartwatch is what we need in the smartwatch world. The Pebble Steel smartwatch made smartwatches relevant again, and I think the Pebble Time will make watches more relevant. Thank you for watching guys, and I'll see you next time.